Today I'm going to show you how to have the cleanest at-home wash setup, and all you need is an outlet and a garden hose. We're in my home garage with a big pile of parts from our friends at Active, and I'm really excited because I'm new to the detailing game, and right before me I have everything I need to have the ultimate at-home wash setup. So let's get everything unboxed and show you what we're working with. First up is this guy, Active's new wall mount and hose reel. This is an all-in-one solution to have the perfect wall mount that's very compact, holds everything you need, and they've got a really slick mounting solution to make it super easy. Let me get it out of the box and show you what all is included. Here's everything you'll receive with your wall mount hose reel setup. First thing you're gonna notice is this is a very compact unit. It's got lots of features crammed into a small footprint, and that's on purpose. This is a complete setup that works in really tight spaces. Not everyone has a big wall open in their garage, so this is gonna work in pretty much any situation. On the left, you can see we've got lots of storage. We can hold a swivel gun, foam cannon, lance, up to 4 pressure washer nozzles. And these accessory mounts will work with most pressure washer accessories. Moving over, we've got this awesome hose reel that holds up to 100 feet of 3/8 hose. It's got locks on it, and it's got a hand crank for easy winding. And my favorite part about this is it's got a quick connect built into the center of it, so you don't even have to plumb in your hose line. Off the left side of the hose reel, we've got a whip line going up to the top of the wall mount. This is for your pressure washer. Again, that's a quick connect swivel that's already plumbed in, so you don't have to mess with anything. All you do is thread the fitting at the top straight into your pressure washer, and you're good to go. The top of the wall mount has a system of slots that's gonna accept pretty much any pressure washer with threaded inserts on the bottom. So you don't have to have an active pressure washer. This is gonna work with pretty much any pressure washer to be able to fasten it down to the top and not worry about it falling off. My favorite part about this setup is this wall mount plate, and Active's main goal with this whole setup is ease of install and use, and this plate is a big part of that. They really did put a lot of work into this simple piece to make your life much easier. This plate comes with pre-drilled holes at 16 inches on center, which is the standard spacing of studs behind the drywall in your house. So all you have to do is level up this plate, mount it to the wall, and then this wall mount will drop right into these slots. So we're not struggling with a heavy wall mount, getting everything straightened and lined up. You do this simple light bracket, bolt it to your wall, and you're good to go, dropping this right onto the bracket. Then we've got our hardware to mount the plate to the wall mount, and we've even got 4 lag screws to bolt this plate to wood studs or a wooden wall. Last but not least, we've got our instruction manual, but this is so easy, we're not even gonna need it. Next up, we have Active's new 2.3 pressure washer, tool only. So it's only got this little handle. It doesn't have the big cage and accessories like normal. It's gonna save you a little bit of money if you're buying it with this wall mount. This is a beast of a pressure washer. It delivers up to 2.3 gallons per minute at 1100 PSI. And this is the workhorse of Esoteric's detail operations. We have a handful of these that run all day, every day, almost zero issues. And we've tried a lot of different pressure washers. These things are awesome. And the best part is they run off a 15 amp breaker, which is going to be the standard breaker for a house outlet. You don't have to do any special wiring or any special outlet. And it is going to be the most powerful pressure washer you can plug directly into an outlet on your wall. It's also going to show up bolted to this piece of wood in the box, which is awesome because it's really sturdy for shipping and helps protect it. And I only say that to tell you to save your bolts, because that's how we're going to mount this to the wall mount. We're gonna round the list off and rapid fire these great accessories. This is their swivel gun. It's got pre-installed quick connects on both ends that'll let it swivel and not bind up. We've got their 20-degree wand, also with quick connects pre-installed on both ends. We've got their 50-foot premium rubber hose. Comes with pre-installed quick connects on both ends, as well as a connection to thread into your pressure washer. This hose is really soft. It's steel lined, but it's really flexible. It's not gonna kink on you. And last but not least, Active's premium foam cannon. I really love using this. It's one of the most satisfying tools you can use while detailing a car. Tons of adjustability on this. You can adjust the pattern. We can adjust if it's vertical or horizontal, and we can adjust the dilution of our foam. All in one. It also comes with different orifices that you can use to make it work with different strength pressure washers. So now that we've gone over everything, let's get it mounted on the wall and show you how simple this thing is to get set up and go from having no setup at home to the best setup at home. Here's the tools you'll need for your install. We've got a Phillips screwdriver, a 13mm wrench, a 13mm socket, 10mm socket, and a drill with a 3/16 drill bit. And it's not required, but if you have one of these little drill drivers that accept a socket, that'll be really handy for when you're driving your lag screws into your studs. So getting started, one of the first things you want to do is lay out where you want this wall mount to go. Think ahead. Are you going to put a cabinet above it or maybe below it? Do you want to do a filtration system underneath it? I ended up coming up with about 64 inches high at the top of the shelf. Next thing you want to do is try to find studs. I don't have a stud finder, and I was just tapping. You can kind of hear a firm spot or a hollow spot, and I got lucky here. Hit a stud on the first guess. Oh, yeah. Next, you're going to want to put your plate up on the wall, and I have the top right hole lined up with my pre-drilled hole where the stud is. So I've located the stud, and now I want to mark all 4 holes that I need to drill. I'm just using a Sharpie for that. And I'm mounting at the top of each hole where the bracket will come to rest after it's fully seated. Now I'm just drilling the pilot holes with the 3/16 drill bit. That's going to guide the lag screws in much easier. After you have all your holes drilled, you can go ahead and start your lags. You don't want to tighten them all the way. You want to get all of them started before you tighten any of them down. And before you snug them all down, double check your level, make sure you're good. One of my holes was slightly off center, so it lifted one side, and I was able to adjust that before I tightened it all down. This thing is really strong. It's not going anywhere. Next up, we're going to want to mount the hardware that's going to bolt the wall mount to the mounting plate. It's just a simple bolt, 2 washers, and then a nylon lock nut. And that little bit of slop I'm showing you there, that's how you want to install these. Only get a thread or 2 engaged, and then leave some slop there. That's going to let us have these bolts stick out the back and drop right down into the slots on our wall mount. So once you have them all in place, kind of lean the wall mount back towards the wall to keep all those bolts sticking out. And you're going to see it just drops right into place. And boom, you are done. It is on the wall. And now we just need to tighten things up. That's our 13mm wrench. And then we got a 10mm socket on the impact driver, or you can use a ratchet or 2 wrenches, whatever you have. Finish the other side up, and we are bolted to the wall. It's really that easy. And it is firm. Now we're going to get into mounting up the pressure washer. Go ahead and set it up on top of the wall mount and look through the slots to line up your threaded inserts. They're actually not over on the feet. They're more in the center. I struggled with this at first, even though I just unbolted it from the board it shipped on. You can see the threaded inserts there. I'm going to go ahead and get all of these started one by one. Don't tighten any of them just yet. Just get them all threaded in loosely. Before you snug anything down, make sure the pressure washer is pushed all the way back in the slots, and that's going to give you enough room to get this whip engaged into the pressure washer. Get that snapped into place, and then go ahead and tighten it down. Now we can come back and tighten our bolts. You don't need to kill these. You'll see the rubber feet squish down a little bit. Just get enough to have it firmly in place. Now we're going to go ahead and install our hand crank on the reel. Just put it into place, line up the 2 holes, and then you've got this pin that pushes through, and then slide the clip into place to hold it. Now we're going to load up our hose. You're going to see why this is so nice. Usually you have to thread these in place, but Active put quick connects here. It's so convenient. It just snaps right into place. You don't have to worry about leaks. Now go ahead and unlock your reel and roll it into place to where you can see this U-bolt, and then go ahead and lock the reel back into place. Take these wing nuts off the back, and then we're going to pull the U-bolt out. Bring your hose down into position in between those 2 holes, and then put your U-bolt back into place. And then you can thread your wing nuts back in. You don't have to kill these on tightness, just snug it up. You don't want to crush your hose. This is just going to hold the hose in place on the reel, so that way when you're winding it up, it's not putting tension on your quick connect, and it holds it in place. Go ahead and stretch out the hose. This thing is super flexible. This is going to be really nice moving forward while washing cars. Now you can unlock your reel and go ahead and start rolling it up. You don't have to take your time, but you're going through all this work mounting up this wall mount, you want it nice and crisp, have a nice clean roll up on that, and then you can go ahead and lock that in place. Last thing we need to do on this part is mount up the swivel gun mount. And it just has 2 simple bolt holes, and you're going to see a set of larger holes on one side and smaller holes on the other side. The smaller holes are going to go against the wall mount. The larger holes are so that you can get a screwdriver to fit through. Go ahead and start your first one, but don't tighten it down all the way until you get the second one started. Once you have the second one started, go ahead and crank that one down, and then you come back and tighten the first one as well. Now we can start loading in our accessories. We've got our pressure washer nozzles. We've got our lance. We've got our swivel gun. And last but not least, we've got our foam cannon. Things are coming together. After hooking up all those accessories, you might forget the important stuff like your garden hose and an outlet connection. There you go. That's it. 20-30 minutes and you're good to go. I've got a super professional, very compact, well thought out, full system, wall mount hose reel, pressure washer, all my accessories. Look how they're neatly tucked in there. I really appreciate all the work and development Active put into this. Really, the only things I have left to do is to make myself a custom hose that can wrap around the back and drop down to my hose bib, just to have a cleaner look. And I'd also like to manage my cable somehow because I didn't have an outlet right next to it. I do have one here, but I'm putting a wash tub sink with a mirror, and I'm gonna figure out a cleaner solution for that. But this thing is done. We've got like 30 minutes in this, and it's super sturdy. We have the best pressure washer on the market, super heavy duty hose reel. I mean, just look at these bearings. We're never gonna wear these things out. This thing's gonna last forever. Active did it right with this product. They're putting everything together so you can buy one thing to solve a bunch of problems. Gone are the days where you have to search for a hose and a reel and a shelf, fittings and hoses and all that. One product and you're done. And we've done the same at esotericcarcare.com. You can buy the wall mount hose reel by itself. You can buy all these accessories by themselves, or we've taken it a step further and prepackaged all of this as a kit to save you extra money and let you buy one product to get everything you see here. We've got these prepackaged with the 2.3 and the 2.0. So whatever your need is, we've got it for you. So if you're interested in an at-home wash setup, this is your perfect foundation and all-in-one solution. It's the Active Hose Reel Wall Mount Solution. Get them today, esotericcarcare.com.